welcome to Health Coach Corner. I'm Jessie.
I'm Charity.
Changing things up a little bit, having me start it this week.
Yeah.
A little out of order. So the last couple weeks we have been a lot more, serious, collected.
Real topics that our clients struggle with. Yes. And
fears
ourselves,
and
we've all been there. We're walking that journey with you. So
just adjusting to the changes. And there are a lot of things that we can do. I mean, a lot of it is a mental thing, telling yourself this is temporary, telling yourself, reminding yourself of everything that's happening and you're not losing yourself. Right. It's not too good to be true. All of these things can actually happen, but there are other ways that we can physically progress easier as well and help overcome these fears. One of them is be prepared. Oh
my gosh, yes.
Do what you know you need to do. We lay everything out for you. We're giving you all these steps to get to where you need to be. And if you know you're going to have a busy schedule, if you know you're not going to have a lot of time to do stuff, be prepared. Prep stuff up ahead of time.
If I'm not prepared, it is because then you're starving.
Yeah.
So then you get it through I had a game the other day. It was a basketball game, and I got out of work late, and I didn't have anything. I wasn't prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I was so starving by the time I got home that it was everything looked good, But if I stay prepared and I eat before I get to that horribly starving, then I'm not even tempted.
Mm-hmm.
It's my cravings and all that stuff is so much easier to manage if we're prepared.
And you're less stressed too. And the less stressed you are, the less you're getting that cortisol released into your body, and that even affects your fear level and the fight or flight response, and all of that is all connected. So if you actually have everything ready to go, that helps big time.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Big time.
Mm-hmm. And then some other things, especially for moms, I have a lot of moms come in and they're so used to putting everybody before themselves, making sure the kids are taken care of, making sure their husband or whoever is taken care of. They're so used to putting everybody else first that when it comes to putting themselves first, they feel selfish. They start to feel that guilt.
Yes.
And I'm not a mom.
You get over that when they're all teenagers, though. I'm just saying.
I'm not a mom, but I can totally relate to that.
Yeah.
And with all that guilt you're feeling, all that stress you're feeling, all of the regret of putting yourself first instead of somebody else, a good way to think of that, you're wasting your energy with all of those emotions and all those fears.
Well,
and
if
everything.
you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of everybody else? I mean, it's you get so many times you see moms, they put so much into their kids, and then their kids get older, and then they're looking and they're like,
now what?
I'm a hot mess, It's
the whole empty nest syndrome. That's because you're not you're gonna experience that regardless. But the big thing with that is the fact that you're so used to doing everything for everyone else and not for yourself. Once you have all that time for yourself, you don't know what to do. And by realizing that those emotions, those feelings are wasted energy, think of all the time that you're spending on that when you could be spending with your family, with your friends, with people you care about, or doing something productive. By acknowledging that and actually changing our mind state with everything, it helps get you on track a lot easier and, again, help relieve those fears.
And Jessie's on a roll. But do you guys see her hair?
Oh my gosh.
She's so new. This is so new. I'm staring at her and I'm like, you don't even look like your sister anymore. It's
fraternal twins.
No, but those are really super good topics. It's overcoming that. And a lot of times, and tell me if this is women will come in and they'll be like, I'm not losing the weight. And you're like, oh my gosh, how do you not even see it? Because you look so amazing. They literally, we literally, we look in the mirror and what we see is not what everybody else sees. So it's sometimes it's we have to take a picture. So then we can literally turn around and be like, okay, now look. And they're like, oh my gosh, you can see it in a picture, but when you look in that mirror, you can't see it.
Yeah.
So it's take pictures. I tell my clients all the time, take pictures so you can compare them, because as your body's transforming, you may not realize how much you've changed. But that one time I didn't lose weight for 12 days and I went down almost 2 full pant sizes. So your composition is constantly changing, and us ladies, we look in the mirror. I mean, I've had people that are in the green on everything, and they still see the heavyset lady they used to be.
Yep.
And you're like, how?
It takes a while for your
mental,
brain.
yes, for your
takes a
brain
while
to catch up with your physical,
And by having that physical evidence in front of you, those pictures, that's big. I always did a selfie Sunday with my first couple of rounds. I did selfie Sunday.
That's
every single Sunday. It's just my face. But every single week, even though it was just my face in the pictures, you could still see huge changes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And so even doing something like that, physical things you can do to help you overcome the struggles that you're experiencing.
And you know, like sometimes like I get clients all the time and they'll text me and say, having a really tough day, you know, really wanting that burrito or really wanting to go off plan or whatever. And I just say, okay, stop, go try on some clothes. You know, like I can walk into a department store and there is nothing that makes me more determined than just trying on clothes, you know, or go get those clothes out that you want to fit into this summer. Summer's right around the corner. So then you try those clothes on and you're like, okay, that burrito sounds good, but not near as good as getting in these shorts are gonna feel, you know, because it's coming up, you know, and it's like getting ready for that.
And not even just that, like I always say, how do you feel the next day after you eat that food?
Yeah.
Do you feel good? Do you feel energized? Or do you feel like crap? Do you feel bloated? Is that feeling worth that bite of food?
I'm guilty.
Same here. I do the same thing, but at the same time, having somebody remind you of that is big.
It is big. That's where like with Pure Health Solutions, like our coaching, so you know, being able to coach somebody, I mean, that's huge. Like you need that person that you can reach out to when you're having those hard days, and somebody who understands and can walk it through you and give you lots of good ideas. That's very helpful.
It's like an accountability partner.
Yes, we all have to have those. Those are good.
They come in handy on occasion.
That's right. So so just remember, like, I mean, there's lots of ways of trying to overcome it, but like she was saying about being prepared, it's not just about being prepared for your foods, it's about being prepared for your emotions too. You know, having those game plans of, when I get to this point, I'm going to do this. And then like we said a long time ago in one of our other health coach videos, on the days you don't want to weigh in, those are the days you need to
come in.
On the days you don't want to get in here, those are the days you need to come in. And we don't judge you. We're going to love you through it. And we're here with you. And we've walked the journey too and still walking it. So we're super thankful and we're here to help.
Yep.